I'm not going to give an activity.
Would you call the cops?
Hi, welcome to another interesting episode of Pulse.ng VOX Pop. We rolled out our cameras and asked Nigerians what they think about domestic violence. Here's what we got.
Hey yo, I don't even know you and I hate you. See, all I know is that my girlfriend used to date you. How would you feel if she held you down and raped you? Tried and tried, but she never could escape you. She was in love and I'd ask her how. I mean why? What kind of love from a nigga would black your eye? What kind of love from a nigga every night make you cry? What kind of love from a nigga make you wish he would die? I mean shit.
Domestic violence. Should I say the man or the woman? I'm not sure. I think it depends on the situation, you know. I don't think anybody is to blame. Maybe, I don't think it's the man or the woman. It depends on what caused it, you know.
The woman, the woman caused it. Because the woman has a lot of problems now. House problem, this problem, so many problems like that. Man is too cool for all this shit.
I wouldn't say any particular person is to blame. If the man is the violent one, and of course he's to blame. If the woman is the violent one, and of course she's to blame.
I think because of the domestic violence, it depends on the situation. Like, depend on the situation at which the both parties actually find themselves. Probably from the man or from the woman's family or from the man's family, or you know. So it depends on the situation. You can't categorically say that this is one person actually caused domestic violence, you know. But this is one thing that we need to, as human beings, need to be cautious of. Domestic violence, even to children molesting, a maid being molested, or a child being molested, or a wife being molested, or an husband being frustrated. So domestic violence is not actually encouraged, it's not a good one. But you can't actually pinpoint who to blame for domestic violence.
Okay, I'll say from the men first of all, because men they don't want to be hurt, and the women don't want to be hurt. Most especially for the men, they don't want their wife to do them just a little each, just because of the love they have for their wives. So if something happens between the both of them, the man is not ready to hear, and the woman is not ready to hear, so the man can do and not do. So I would actually say it's from the both of them, not even one person. It's not an individual, it's from the both of them, because of the love that they have across to each other.
Domestic violence comes from, let's see, I guess really, really weak men who think it's okay to put their hands on women. I mean, it just comes from weakness. I think anyone that can put their hand on a woman, or even a woman that puts her hands on a man, domestic violence is domestic violence. It's a person just not being strong, because they feel like that's the only way they can solve a problem is to hit the other person.
I'd like not to play in the side of a blame. Both parts can have some measure of responsibility, but for personally, I abhor domestic violence, and it's not cool in whatever way you try to seek a justification, whether it was caused by someone and then it was a reaction to the action.
I mean, people get angry and then things get out of hand, and then one thing happens. You can either be smart and walk away, or you can be weak and hit the other person.
I abhor domestic violence completely, so it's a no-no. And so government legislations on domestic violence, rape and the like, when we see those legislations coming to bear, we applaud them, because it means government is going in the right direction.
You know what, I think the people who are ready to blame are the parents who are raising the people that then begin to, you know, to beat women. And I think, well, men are to blame, but I think you can't just leave it there, because it definitely has to come from somewhere, and I think it's just how people are raised. And, you know, the sooner we change how we raise our men, the sooner we can curb domestic violence, I believe. Sounds simplistic, but, you know, it's a start.
Tell us what you think in the comment section below. Subscribe to this YouTube channel and follow us on all social media platforms. I remain Blackie. See you on another episode. Peace.
I'm not going to give an activity.
Would you call the cops?